Greetings everyone, this is Alt Lexington on the 14th of July 2018 with the third installment in my playthrough of the new Gamma Quadrant episodes. This episode will be called The Search, I believe, or Search. I'm not using my main character, which is an engineer. I'm using one of my other characters, a human tactical officer for the Federation. I'm flying a S.T.O class tier 6 with a temporal cannon turret build with torp on the front and a torp on the back for the Herc. If you want to see the build, I went into more detail on it on the first video of this playthrough series. So you can look that video up to find out more about the ship. But there it is. And I just happened to be right by the wormhole, so let's queue up the episode and get straight into it. I should mention I've just come home from a 10-hour work shift, so I'm very tired and my reaction time might not be as good for playing episodes and making videos, but we'll give it a shot. So, the search, hail.
The Dominion has asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of their territory. The Herc aren't as numerous there, and we're hoping we can learn more about them while we render aid to the Dominion in that sector. Ambassador Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Defiant. I'll be commanding a modest Cardassian fleet as well. We'll start in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Herc presence in that area. Meet us there at your earliest convenience. So,
Garrick has moved up in the world now that he's joined the government of Cardassia as, member of their Detapa Council. And Kira's a captain again after being Kai. She stepped down to allow Opako to take her rightful place, which was explained in the last episode. And this episode is called The Search. I believe there was a Deep Space Nine two-parter called The Search, where the Jem'Hadar were first encountered. Or first sought out for first contact. Anyway, in this episode we'll get personal... I don't know how to pronounce that word. Is it camera trade com code? I suppose that's like the there's one we've already got to call up a freighter, and I suppose this is similar. Anyway, accept the mission. Be seeing you, he says, just like the side core on Babylon 5. Like, I'll be seeing you when you least expect it. Anyway, let's go to the Gamma Quadrant, take the wormhole. I would have liked some animation for this, to show transit through the wormhole, but oh well, maybe they'll add it at some point. Anyway, click on the map, see where we're going. We're just going over here to the Dosi system, which is where Quark first heard about the Jem'Hadar, long before the Federation did. He was going to make a deal with them for some sort of Gamma Quadrant drink or something. Anyway, you can pause here and read that if you wish to, but I'm not going to read it. Let's go in. The search.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello,
As you
Odo.
can see, we can't even defend our stations from Herc attacks. It's going to take a joint Alliance and Dominion effort to stop them. We are currently at the edge of the Dosi system. Thankfully, the Herc aren't attacking the Dosi homeworld yet. They're starting to evacuate as a precaution, however.
I believe the Dosi are some kind of hostile species, similar to the Klingons, but are more interested in profit, like the Ferengi. Like a Klingon version of a Ferengi species. Got a choice of 2 responses. Who are the Dosi? We'll do what we can. I think I'll ask him who are the Dosi, just to refresh memory.
The Dosi recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome, but they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
Oversight, so you say. More like conquest. But that's right, the Dosi are, they're very much like the Ferengi, but with Klingon overtures.
All ships, target the Herc and fire at will.
Victory is life!
Excuse me, Garrick, but you don't give orders. You may be a leader of your people, but you're not a member of the Federation, so don't you tell me what to do. I think Garrick's a great character. He's kind of like the anti-perfection that all the other characters in Star Trek tend to be. And I'm just heading straight headlong into battle, regardless of what damage it does to me, because I'm used to dying on this character. It's a cannon rapid fire build, which isn't ideal for fighting the Herc. Those assembly ships with their half shield that makes that half of them invincible. And there's no way past it. I haven't found it yet. I'm sure some enterprising player might find a way around it.
I can see you're a handy person to have around. And while I'd like to put this system far behind us, I believe we should find out what we can about the Herc and their reasons for being here. While we still can, of course. The Herc may decide to send more ships here.
I like that. While we still can! Very well, Counselor. I order you to follow me in. So it's scan the planet. Move into scanning range. The Tapper class escort burning away there. That's a Cardassian ship. Nice and slow. No need to rush these episodes. Let's play them properly. Scan planet.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of Ketracel White. How curious. Of what use would this world be to the Herc? It's clearly of no value to the Dominion. Wait. I'm reading more Herc inbound.
So this planet can produce Ketracel White, and he's wondering why the Herc are interested in it. It's to cut off the Jem'Hadar supply so they can strike the death blow on the Jem'Hadar. So more Herc are coming towards the station that we just thought about.
They're going for the station.
I'm going to give him a quick heal if I can, because he looks like he needs it.
What are they after?
Not that it did
We
much
should
good,
scan the station once we're done
because
with
this ship ain't set up for healing others. Careful now. Let's look for that assembly ship. Nope, didn't spot it. It is me trying to broadside in a cannon build. Not really possible. Oh, get out the way of those warp core breaches. They're a lot more powerful these days. Heal thyself. Scanning station.
trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here. Unless the Herc are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Herc.
I was lucky that I didn't get blown up just now, because this dialogue triggered just before the battle was over. There must have been a key ship being destroyed that triggered it, and I killed that ship before, when I should have killed it last. I don't know. I don't think the answers we're looking for are here. No, they're probably on the planet. Or somewhere else.
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look.
I'll check. Minigame?
Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of
No.
uncertain origin coming from the Karema system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Oh, so you still stay in contact with Quark after all these years, do you, Kira? I thought you didn't like him.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Herc on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
Yes, I can see Modo not being in favour of rescuing Quark, his arch enemy. Well, they will finally meet again, I think.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Herc wise?
Well, if it turns the Dominion more reasonable, maybe?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
Yes, let's get this over with. Let's go and arrest Quark. I feel like I should be using the constable specialization, but I'm not, so there you go. Ooh, that's a big fleet.
Where did all these ships come from?
Good
And
question.
Here we are, the Karema system. Let's find out what Quark needs, deal with it, and move on.
Yeah, let's minimize our time with Quark. Oh, you spoil sport. What's going on here?
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors. I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Miscommunication. Somebody's been hiding resources. Garrick, the Dominion flagship is hailing us.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself.
It's her. The one, the enemy, the one who caused all the trouble. I would ask, we got a choice of responses. I would ask you the same question, or we're responding to a distress call. I think we'll go with a more aggressive response.
What you could do and should do are separate matters, Solid. You would be wise to learn the difference. Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
Really? You've never given people a choice before? Or we got a choice of responses. You have more fleets than Odo reported, or if they wish it.
The Karemans are proud. If they wish to stand alone and deal with the Herc, we will certainly accommodate them. Should they decide to ask for aid, we will gladly assist them. The point may soon be moot, however. Karemans are known for their potent weapons and defense systems.
Yeah, she wants the Kremlins on her side, not Odo's side. I thought you had one remaining fleet, or we wish to assist the women.
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Herc as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
Her voice keeps changing. Like, 1 minute she sounds like she's talking directly with me, and another minute she sounds like she's talking to me through the phone. Why must the Kren... Oh, I keep forgetting that name. Ask for aid.
The Karimans are proud. If they wish to stand alone and deal with the Herc, we will certainly accommodate them. Should they decide to ask for aid,
we've already had
we
this
will gladly
response.
assist them. The point may soon be moot, however. Karimans are known for their potent weapons and defense systems.
Yeah, we've had that response. The response is on rotation, I think. So we'll go to the one that progresses the mission. Kremens.
I will take responsibility for their actions in Karemen space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karima.
I thought they were two different people and the same person at the same time via the link. So it's like your thumb declaring war against your finger. For them two to be at opposition with each other.
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Exactly, Captain.
Okay, have you finished talking? So can we assist the Kremens now? Okay. Nice and slow, even though it's a long way away. Don't want to be taken by surprise. Gotta pick our target even though we can't see squat because they're so bunched together. I'm looking for an assembly ship. There's one over there, but is that a Herc one? Can't target it at this range. Come on, target. Now get out my way, Garrick ship, or whatever you are. Circle around a bit. There we go. Now torps. Now that's an Alpha strike. I think that's what they call it. Flying very cautiously because I know this ship has a tendency of blowing up. Mustn't forget me loot, because the captain's got to get paid. Wow, that Cardassian ship is weak. Damn, he's got immune. I like a good torpedo spread. especially when they have a nice sound effect. These are the temporal torpedoes, or at least one of them is part of the temporal space set from the temporal reputation. The other one is from one of those Delta Quadrant species, the one with the Anorak ship. One of them comes from that episode.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Karemin hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
I will send them a new frequency. Minigame.
Hello? Can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Herc. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
They're probably after Quark. The Jem'Hadar fired on you? Odo, your thoughts?
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
Oh, so now you want to rescue Quark in order to evade the question about the Jem'Hadar attack. We'll play it your way for now. Why don't you tell us a different story, Constable, since you're not going to tell us the facts?
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor scan should locate him.
Thinking like a spy again, are we, Garrick? We'll scan for Quark. It took a few scans, but I found one Ferengi life sign, Admiral. It's surrounded by a handful of Kremens and a large number of Herc. There's a lot of interference in that area, so we can't get a transporter lock on him at this time. Can we hail them? So he knows Odo is here, and he seems to be here doing something for Garrick, maybe. Well, I suppose we should negotiate with him and say, we're coming, Quark, you can have your bill at the end of all of this. It'll cost you a lot.
To get Quark out quickly, before he has an encounter with the Herc of the fatal variety. Let's go down together while Captain Kira and the Ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Quark's location. I suggest bringing some pattern enhancers along. We may need them to beam out once we find him.
Him and whatever he's got for you. After we've seen how big his wallet is and how much of a rescue he can afford. There's my crew. An Andorian, a Trill, a zombie, and a Jem'Hadar. Nothing special about them. None of those special traits or anything. Or at least I don't think so.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way. Shall we?
Let's go, Counselor.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
I thought you were done talking. Alright then. Yeah, my away team isn't anything special. They're just using fleet gear. For the most part. Hey look, Garrick, isn't this convenient? There's a big hole in the rock leading to a cave.
How convenient.
Yes.
We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I played these episodes on other characters, so I know basically what to expect.
Interesting.
But I just
The metal
F-clicked
on the
through them.
walls here completely scatters my sensors.
Yes, and that looks like the door on the Founder's homeworld. Ah, it's the Herc. Let's get herked by the Herc. Hang on, trying to crouch down. There we go.
Ah, more Herc.
Oh, that didn't render right.
Seems we're in the right place.
Send in the away team first. Like a captain should. Do we get 'em? All this red stuff comes from the zombie character. I can't remember her species name right now. I'm tired after work. And everything slips my memory at my age. So, defeat Herc presence. We just did, didn't we? And we've got to go through these side doors, I believe. Shouldn't Garrick say something about now? To trigger the next step, because it's defeat Herc and it hasn't progressed. Garrick? Hello? I did have a bug on this episode with another playthrough with a different character where this next part wasn't triggered. I thought Garrick would say something to trigger the next part. Oh well. Because I don't see on the minimap the indications of where we're supposed to go. Let's run back outside again and back in and see if that triggers what we're supposed to be doing. I mean, with new content you've always got to expect a few little bugs while the game makers iron things out. And I think we do have the bug. I think the next progression of the episode hasn't triggered. The only way to find out is to go to one of the doors and see. Yep, we can't get in. So we are bugged. Garrick didn't say his line. So that means if you encounter this bug, all you do is you beam up to your ship and then you'll get a little prompt asking you if you want to continue the episode, and you click that prompt, providing you're in the right place. And remember, we started at the Dozy world. We've got to go to the Kremen world, which is next door, in order to get the prompt to continue the episode. There it is. And it will continue from the last respawn point, which is when we beam down to the planet. Continue profit motive. That's the part of the episode that we were playing. So profit.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way. Shall we?
Yeah, we're playing Profit Motive, which is a chapter in this episode. This episode called The Search.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
Okay, Garrick, if you get out of my way and let me move.
How convenient.
Floating
We've
rocks.
found a hidden path. Let's have a look.
Gravity effect. Right, let's hope Garrick will trigger as soon as we've killed these Herc.
Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors. Ah, more Herc. It seems we're in the right place.
Yep, send my crew in first. Let them do the heavy lifting. Now, Garrick's supposed to do something. Find a route to Quark. I thought Garrick was supposed to do something. Maybe if we run all around the room we might find something to trigger a dialogue with him. What is it? What's wrong with Garrick? I thought he was supposed to say something to trigger episode progression. Defeat a Herc presence. Or maybe the Herc have rezzed in wrong. You get that sometimes on new episodes, they res under the floor or something. That's the door you can't go through. I wonder if I scan this, will it make any movement of the episode? There's usually Herc in here, waiting. Yeah, we got the bug again. That's the second time in a row. It didn't happen like that last time. There's no Herc around, is there? They're waiting to be killed. Maybe it's because I crouched down when I fought them instead of going into the room. Right, we walked out. Now let's walk back in and see if Garrick triggers. I suppose it could be because I fought the Herc from outside the room instead of going in. So let's beam up to the ship and try that again then. Third time's a charm. You do get bugs on new content sometimes. It's just part and parcel. This time I am at the Krenon system because I moved closer to it.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location.
Yeah, well, you've
Quark's
already
life
said
sign
that.
is near here. Let's try to find a way in. How convenient.
This time I'm going to run into the
We
room and fight
found
the
a
Herc.
hidden path. Let's have a look.
And probably die in the process.
Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors. Ah, more Earth. It seems we're in the right place.
You'd think. Talk to Garrick, we've got the prompt. But there's no thing about it. Ah, there we go. It's automatic.
Unfortunately, the Kremen security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity. There are a number of Kremen life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Quark.
Understood, Garrick. Yeah, that bug, it must happen if you fight the Kremen from outside the room. Gotta let the door close or it won't trigger him. You could say the Gamma Quadrant's full of bugs, including the Herc. And now the minimap's got places for us to go. It didn't have these green circles before. So the episode is progressing now. And there's the Herc. And I died because I did it too aggressive. Oh, I shouldn't have respawned. I should have let my officers try to rescue me. I just hit respawn on automatic for when I was clicking my way through these episodes before. This has probably happened because I'm half asleep after a hard day's work. More Herc! Oh, get out of that yellow circle thing. Don't know what it is. I just saved you. How grateful are you?
Thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later.
I will take it as my fee for the rescue, thank you very much.
Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're clearly not Kremen police, so what brings you down here?
A big-eared little troll.
Oh, Quark, yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. And we locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these nerks, gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help you. Deal?
And he doesn't own a moon, it's just a stupid little asteroid that he calls a moon. He spent all his latinum on gold-pressed fittings for his bathroom. Because he didn't get to be Nagus, but his brother did. There's nothing in here to grab. No. No loot. Alright, next place.
I'll wait for you here. Try not to die, okay?
You'll wait for me where? Where are you? I don't see you. You didn't follow us, did you? Try not to die. Well, we might kill Quark. Never count that out. Hey, is Buffy Vampire Slayer's Principal Schneider in here anywhere? Yep, Quark played that character too. I'm not running in the room this time. It's safer to bottleneck them and fight them from a secure walled off area. Ah, there's the person from this room. He ran out to greet me.
Am I glad to see you? Thought for sure we'd be safe from those things down here. Caves do a number on sensors and transporters, but that didn't slow them down much. Filthy creatures. If you don't mind my asking, why are you here? You're not with Kremen Defense. Are you mercenaries? Private security?
No, we're looking for a greedy little manipulative whatever.
That'd be Quark then. Only Ferengi around here that I know of anyway. He's in a secure vault not far from here with another VIP. Look, I owe you my life, but I don't have the code to get to Quark. There are others nearby. One of them should have it. Help them, and I'll make sure they open the door for you. I swear it.
Yeah, they're all swearing it and making deals and stuff. Yep, they have all been corrupted by Quark ever since that torpedo hit the Defiant. I'm just going to have a look in this room, just in case he's trying to hide me from snatching some loot. Nope. Yeah, the actor who plays Quark, if you've ever watched Buffy Vampire Slayer, he was in it. He played Buffy's high school principal, Principal Schneider, who got eaten by a demon at the end. He was in it for about a year, I think, and he got eaten by a demon because he was corrupt and in the pocket of a corrupt mayor. A mayor that turned into a demon that ate him. Okay, so the next place to go would be around here. And I can't remember what Kira just said. She said something. Principal Schneider! I don't know why I'm using this weapon. It's probably because of lack of choice on this not my main character. Hey, where do you think you're going? I just turned to face you and you ran past me. How rude after me rescuing you.
Thought that was it. I was gonna get eaten by one of those things. Can't say I like that idea much, so thanks, whoever you are. You're not police or military, or Kremen military anyway. What brought you down here to the middle of hell?
Ah, well, we're looking for Hell's principal guest.
Oh, him. Think I saw my brother and some of his men hustle the little grifter into a vault before those monsters got in here. Good luck getting him out of there. Wait, that was rude. You just saved my life. Let me return the favor. One of my brother's people should be able to open the door for you. Find them, and you're all set.
Well, she called Quark a little grifter. She's got his number straight away. We've helped the rest. Let's go get Quark. After loot, piece of armor. Ooh, piece of armor. Ooh, piece of armor. He's like, ooh, piece of candy. Okay, so there's a Kremen in here.
Perhaps waiting here would be best. The outer world is still a mess.
Who has the codes to get to Quark in this closed door? The only door that is closed.
And here we all are, alive and kicking. Wonderful. We had a deal, and I'm not about to back out on it, especially since you're all so well-armed and
scary.
Cranky. Not the kind of people I want to cross.
That's our man.
Yeah, that can't be good. Door's open. You'd better get a move on. Your pal sounds a little stressed.
Let's wait a few minutes. Give it 5. He'll be fine. He won't die at all. Nah. He'll be fine. I didn't know there were any girls in there. Little screaming girls. Oh, that's a big one. Why isn't it killing Quark? I'm going to put security officers, put out some buffs for this. Whatever they are, I never know what they do. Wow, those buffs worked. Got that creature down pretty quick. Not this one though. They've run out. There's Quark.
It's good to see you too, Quark.
That's
I
me.
see your mission was a successful one as well.
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Karemin tech.
Hiding
They
behind
found
a
it
box.
2 days before I got here. I haven't had a lot of time to analyze it, thanks to the Herc.
I see. Thank you, Quark. This narrows things down considerably.
It does. Good.
Then the price is going up.
Valuable.
Indeed it does, my friend. Indeed it does.
Yeah, that cutscene, my character was in it and she looked pretty weird. With that red beam. And it seemed to, the cutscene seemed to trigger much quicker than when I didn't kill all the Herc. I just had to get to Quark. Anyway, we got 2 people to talk to. Let's talk to the whatever it is first. First Minister, eh? Ooh, high up.
Not the liberators I was expecting.
Oh,
Thank you,
fuck you too.
nonetheless. I'm First Minister Bakelba. Our situation has gone from bad to worse, and we have the Dominion to thank for it.
And Quark, don't forget Quark, he always deserves something when it comes to badness.
Those of us on the edge of the Dominion were abandoned when the invasion began. In light of that, we voted to secede, to truly stand alone. The Dominion
Really?
stood by while the Herc attacked us. We held off the invasion for a while, but their numbers are great. When we asked for aid, the Dominion refused. When we tried to evacuate, their fleet opened fire. They mean to punish us for our defiance.
Ah, so that's what the female shapeshifter meant. She would allow them to defend themselves, meaning she'll teach them a lesson for breaking from the Dominion by letting the Herc kill them. That's unexpected. They need allies? Did I read that right? I don't think so. Anyway, Quark, stop cowering and talk to me.
Well, First Minister, it looks like my distress call was heard. We're saved. Thank you. Looks like your reputation for getting things done is well deserved.
Yes, and highly priced. Your bill, sir?
And as for you, Garrick, you and I need to have a long discussion. Seems you forgot to mention that Karema was under a Dominion blockade and in the middle of a Herc invasion. Do Cardassians go senile? Oh, don't answer that. I don't want to know. What I do know is you're not paying me enough for this aggravation.
Yes, they do go senile. In Narbontaine, there was another one who worked at a Bajoran internment camp and went completely nuts, and Kira thought it was some superior high up bad Akadi. Calm down, Quark. You're not safe yet. Admiral, you'll need to set up the pattern enhancers in order to get a lock and beam everyone out from your location. Acknowledged, but after loot. There, now pattern enhancers. And there's 4 now. Usually there's 3. A triangle. And one thing I've noticed about these pattern enhancers is
Herc are leaving. For now.
Sometimes when you've got them all activated, a beam appears between them, creating an enclosure, but not at this time.
Good luck with the revolution, Minister. You'll need it. You'll be hearing from me soon, Garrick.
I'm looking forward to it.
You won't when you see my bill.
But we Cardassians have moved beyond money, just like the Federation.
Now that we're past that unpleasantness, I think it's time we had a chat with Ambassador Odo, particularly about this technological wonder we've acquired.
What is it exactly?
I have my suspicions, of course. Suffice it to say, I believe you'll find its purpose of great interest to all concerned parties. My main curiosity lies in what the Ambassador will have to say about it. I propose we get to the bottom of this together.
What do you know, Garrick, that you're not telling?
Excellent. I'll make all of the necessary arrangements and meet you aboard Odo's flagship.
Really? Odo's ship? We want to go there? All in sync. Oh, it's him.
What is this?
We know him.
Stand down, all of you. To what do I owe this unexpected visit?
You have got some questions to answer.
Ambassador, we need to speak in person.
What are you up to, Garrick?
Yes, time to interrogate
That's a very
Odo.
good question. What's this about exactly?
It's in regard to this device we found on Karema.
It's a lockbox.
Do you know what it is?
No idea. Some new Kareman military tech, perhaps?
Interesting. But no. The Karemans didn't make this. But it is a Dominion creation.
And its purpose?
I'm sure I have no idea, Ambassador.
You said you
It does
did.
emit a signal.
You had suspicions.
It's quite similar to that used by the Herc. Perhaps I should turn it on and show you?
There's no need for that.
I don't like where this is going, Garrick.
Nor I, Captain. You see, I found a similar device on Bajor.
On Bajor.
On Bajor?
Right after the recent Herc attack, I'm afraid. Captain,
Somebody
scan
called
the
them
device.
there.
You'll find the soil residue on it is of Bajoran origin.
It does. It's from the Kendra province.
Her
That
homeland.
doesn't mean that Odo...
Enough, Nerys. I can't have you defending me on this.
What?
Garrick's right. These devices called the Herc, and we put them there.
Explain. Now.
We needed the Alliance's
You
help
got some
immediately.
splaining to do.
There wasn't time for summits or diplomacy. So I found a high-value target and led the Herc to it. I also took steps to make sure their attack would fail. Bajor was never at risk. You have to understand that.
Yeah, give it to him.
You put my entire planet at risk. People died, Odo.
Nerys!
Save it. I've heard enough.
Please continue, Odo. You were saying?
I did what I needed to do to bring the Alliance into the war. I lied. Risked the lives of millions to save billions more. But there's more to this than a staged Herc attack. The other founders are hiding things from me. If I challenge them now, I'll have no chance to find out what. So, for now, I have to play the part.
Well, you're doing a great job of that, Odo.
Odo's walked this thin line before.
Or should I say, founder?
Or should I say,
Trust
liquid?
me when I say I understand your position, Odo. The captain, on the other hand...
I know. I have a strong lead, but I'll need your help to move on it.
You know how to reach me. It seems you are a gambler, Odo, and a high-stakes one at that.
You have no idea.
Yes, we interrogated Odo. So the policeman gets the interrogation, which is the other way round. Alright, we got some people to talk to now. This Jem'Hadar, we recognise him because he's from an episode where Odo tried to raise a Jem'Hadar. Anyway, let's start by talking to the arguing Vortas. I thought they were supposed to get along.
I'm surprised to see you here, Weyoun. Aren't you usually at your founder's side, hanging on her every word?
Excuse me?
It is a message from said founder that brings me here now. She would remind you of your purpose, to serve the Dominion as a whole.
How kind of you to deliver the message in person. Thank you for your service. As for my service, the ambassador shares his wisdom and guidance with me. Truly, he is a most benevolent god. Why should I not serve him? He is a founder, after all.
Hello, only me.
Serve the founders, yes, but also serve them well. Do recall the fate of your predecessor. She thought she served the founders well, quite possibly to the moment her unfortunate life came to its conclusion. As we both know, she was greatly mistaken.
The same could be said for your predecessor as well, dear Weyoun. Have you forgotten his sins? I know the founders haven't.
Hey! You!
This is a private conversation. Unless you're here on a matter of the utmost importance, I suggest you find someone else to speak with. Somewhere else.
Apologies. So, a beckoning civil war within the Dominion, I suppose, and it causes the Vorta to fight each other instead of band together, based on which founder/god they serve. Well, let's chat to Garrick about all of this conspiracy. Yay! Woohoo! Acrobatics!
Quite the revelation, don't you think? It will be interesting to see how the powers that be respond to all this. For now, I think it's best to keep this in the purview of the diplomats. Let's return to our ships. There'll be more time to speak about this matter later.
But you are a diplomat, Garrick, now. And I think she's quite at home on the top of the table there with her go-go boots. And short skirt. Yep, just where a stripper belongs. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Odo found him again.
It is not my place to question the will of the founders. Your
Yes, it
mind,
is.
however, is your own.
You should question
Do with
everything.
it as you will, but be warned. The founders do not appreciate betrayal. If the Alliance withdraws from their pact with the Dominion, the consequences could be severe.
For everyone involved, remember that. You. I will not be threatened. I'm surprised the Jem'Hadar, this one at least, didn't shoot Kira when she smacked Odo. I mean, the first reaction of a Jem'Hadar is to shoot anyone who strikes a god. Okay, Odo, what do you got to say for yourself, you pitiful fall from grace?
I need you to understand that Bajor was never at risk. We took precautions. I made sure that my fleet was in position to neutralize the Hurk in time.
And what if it all went wrong? What if the prophets intervened? And the camera?
Karema was not my decision. Do you honestly think I'd take part in a plot to bring allies to our side, and then move to wipe out another group of allies?
Yeah, but you didn't stop
As I
it.
said to Garrick, there is more to this than we know. I'm going to find out what and why. I hope you're inclined to join me when the time comes.
You're under arrest for high crimes against Bajor. We'll see, there's a lot to consider. Are you ready to return to the Tina S, which is what my ship is called, named after my character called Tina? We can head out at your word. Ready to beam over. Ah, was that it? Is that how the episode ends? I thought we had a battle with the Herc. Obviously not. Oh, look, Black Nebula. No battle with the Herc. Well, that's it then. We just finished playing The Search, and we found Quark. And we had Garrick, Odo, Quark, and Kira all in the same episode. Not bad. A very wordy episode because of all those famous people. All those Deep Space Nine actors. That wasn't a bad episode either. I enjoyed it. Let's hail command and see what reward we've got.
Visits to the Dominion are always so enlightening, don't you think? I suspect we've just begun to discover what the Founders are playing at here, and that concerns me greatly. After today, the wrath of Captain Kira may be the least of Odo's concerns. I do feel we need to continue working with him, however. It may be the only way we learn the true intentions of the Dominion. With that in mind, I'll contact you when we're ready to move forward with his plan.
Yes, I think this is something Odo's been working to for a long time to try and bring about a better Dominion, and now, with the rising of the Herc, now is his chance. He can finally take over and defeat this female shapeshifter that's been the bane of all of us for so long. Okay, collect reward. Well, we got dilithium. They used to give a lot more dilithium for episode plays, especially the first playthrough, but I don't know why they don't do that anymore. Especially when everything costs dilithium and people need it so much but don't get hardly any unless they pay for it. You don't get nothing for playing the game these days. You have to pay for it all now. Anyway, there's the reward. Let's see. Use. No? Oh, I know what I have to do. I have to put it onto my character. So we'll leave it in the inventory for now. In the inventory. Let's sort some of this out a moment. This from here, these are all the loot I got from this episode. But let's see if we can put that com code thing on. Maybe I need to close that and open up again just to refresh it. Enhanced data encoder, that's not it. Nimbus Pirates, that's not it. Ah, it's not registered in the tooltips. In the tools. Maybe I have to change instances to get it to work, so we won't bother with that. We'll just right click on it and press use. And it does nothing. More details. Using this code on ground will beam on ground will beam in a special, is that kiosk, which has amenities that enable access to your mail and bank. Nice, as well as a vendor interface and access to the exchange. Oh, so it's a ground version of that freighter you call in. You get the bank, the exchange, and your mail. Now that's a nice handy thing to have. I wonder. Visit Starship Bridge. I doubt it will work on the bridge, but let's have a look just to see. Even though I've already got some account bank on this bridge, but there it is. It's on my ground tool tray. And there it is. Talk to holographic trader. And it opens up this, where you've got your mail, your bank, the exchange, and commodities. You can buy commodities as well and sell stuff. Sell it to the trader or sell it on the exchange. Hang on a minute, how do I get back? Yep, there's the exchange. You can sell it on there. This is very handy. It gives it turns every bridge into a Nandi bridge, because the Nandi had all this stuff. The Nandi warship, the Ferengi warship. Every ship is now that. This is very useful. Anyway, leave ship interior now. I bet you've got a 2-hour cooldown on it though. Like you do with that Federation freighter you can call in when you're in space. Anyway, that's it for now. We've just played The Search, enjoyed it thoroughly, revealed a plot within the Dominion that shows there's more to the Herc than just random space aliens. And this is Alt Lexington saying, keep on trekking. Live long and prosper. Bye. See you in part 4.